Howay! My name is Karen Kitchen, and I want to express my sorrow and sympathy to the family of George Floyd and to all the men and women who have met violent deaths for being Black or brown, and to all our relations suffering the pain of injustice and racism. If you haven't had the chance to experience the services for George Floyd, Perry Jr., what they called him, please take the time to do so. The eulogies, the music, the remembrances are so inspiring and healing. When Reverend Sharpton reminded us that 8 minutes and 46 seconds is a long time, he asked, what are each of us going to do with the time we have left? So I join with the millions of people all around the world who are coming together to commit to this movement to dismantle systemic racism and oppression, to heal generational trauma and historical trauma, and I pray this circle will continue to expand. A few days ago, I heard this beautiful song written by Tom Prasada-Rao in honor of George Floyd, and it's called $20 Bill. And I thought about the pervasiveness of racism in our institutions and in our daily lives, and I thought about the man that's on the $20 bill, Andrew Jackson, the 7th President of the United States. Jackson was a murderer and an executioner. He was a white supremacist who promoted ethnic cleansing and genocide. He hated abolitionists, and he was a proud slave owner. When he died in 1848, he had 150 Black people toiling in slavery on his plantation. Jackson was proud of killing Indians. He massacred over 800 Creek Indians in the War of 1812 and hundreds of Seminole Indians in 1817. He was greedy for gold and for Indian lands so he could expand slavery. He refused to comply when the Supreme Court ruled in favor of the Cherokee Nation. Instead, he crafted and signed the Indian Removal Act in 1830, which forced the Cherokee, the Chickasaw, the Creek, the Choctaw, and the Seminole and other Indian tribes off their ancestral lands, forced them to walk hundreds of miles on that long march known as the place where they cried, the place where they died, the Trail of Tears. Jackson declared martial law and he threatened civil liberties. He appointed Roger Taney to the Supreme Court, and it was Taney who ruled in the Dred Scott decision that African Americans were not citizens of the United States and had no legal standing to file lawsuits. Taney ruled that the federal government could not forbid slavery in U.S. territories. Jackson's economic policies and his hatred of banks led to financial panic and a long depression. So now I'd like to share my version of this song, $20 Bill, and I'd like to express my gratitude to Tom Prasada-Rao for writing this song and for encouraging all of us to learn to sing it and to share it. We are here now. We are here now. Some people die for honor. Some people die for love. Some people die while singing to the heavens above. Some people die believing in the cross on Calvary's hill, and some people die in the blink of an eye for a $20 bill. We are here now. We are here now. Some people go out in glory. Some get to tell their own story, write their own epitaph, and sometimes you see it coming, sometimes you don't know until you run out of breath with a knee on your neck for a $20 bill. We are here now. Brother, I never knew you, and now I never will, but I make this promise to you, I'll remember you still. We are here now. We are here now. Take, eat, let this be our communion. It's time to break the bread. Do this in remembrance, just like the good book said. Sometimes the wine is a sacrament, and sometimes the blood is just spilled, and sometimes the law is the devil's last straw, the future unfulfilled, for the dreams they killed, for a $20 bill. We are here now. 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 Rest in peace, George Floyd.